Hello and welcome to the 10th session of the Imperator Rome community multiplayer game. So, in the last session, as I said, I was the observer for the session, as I had the previous session been thoroughly crushed by Magna Graecia. And I gotta say, last session, a hell of a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed being the observer. So what happened? Well, Magna Graecia ate up Epirus, and he organized a grand backstab of Rhodes. Basically, he got Rhodes and all of Rhodes' allies to come and help him in a war against Sparta, and while everyone's troops were moving over to Sparta, he had Judea and Colchis attack. Now, Aeolia, still being allied to Rhodes, stuck around for the war, and they're still at war with Judea. Colchis, though, peaced out at the very end of the session, so they're no longer involved. Sparta, there is merely one final fort and one final province, territory to fall, and then they are gone. Unfortunately, Cataphoros, the player of Sparta, is unable to make it this session, so he doesn't actually get any protection. Not that he wanted it, but he doesn't get any protection because the war started before he was away. Other things, Swabia continuing his lone struggle against the Gauls and really impressed me. But the odds are fairly insurmountable at this point, so he's going to have to impress me an awful lot more than he is if he's going to be doing anything there. Tartessia attacked Massalia, and Celticia also attacked Massalia. And while Celticia stood on his arse with all of his little 16-stack armies, the war is still going on, actually. Tartessia and Athens together tried in vain to invade Massalia. Tartessia lost horribly and ended up losing a vast chunk of his territory, including his capital city. So that sucks for him, and we'll have to wait and see what happens in this session, because I have no idea. Apparently, Magna Graecia is wanting to get some revenge on some other players that helped me during our war, so we'll see what comes of that. And yeah, I think it should be a pretty fun one.
Have we started already?
Nope. Now we're
Okay.
going now. I had to start the recording.
Okay.
Yay. Alright.
Athens
finish
switch
the
over the control in the Peloponnese to me, and I will switch over the control in thingy to you.
In Hellas. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to my own channel to go and commentate, so if you have anything interesting to tell me, feel free to come up to the forum.
I always speak interesting shit.
Alright, well, cool. Alright, the last death throes of Athens are upon us. Athens is unfortunate. Sorry, not Athens, bloody, that's wishful thinking right there. Sparta, they were not able to make it today, but honestly, looking at it, it looks like he might be tapping out anyway, even if he wanted to come. So Colchis, their war with Aeolia and Rhodes ended prematurely because they chose a war goal that was defended, and that's unfortunate. They chose a war goal that was defended, and it was force-white peaced. Meanwhile, now they get to just focus on Judea. Maybe they should have gone in on the same war, because I don't know. It doesn't look like they're really going to do very well now. I think this push is going to really hurt. I want to keep an eye on Sparta. They are 100%ed, so we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a straight split. Athens taking Hellas, and all of the Peloponnese will be going to Magna Graecia. But after we see that, then we're going to go and focus on the main war. Just turn on my outliner. I'll turn off everything other than player nations. There we go. There. Oh, yeah, I want that one. Alright, there we go. Lovely. Interesting, Sparta still exists. And they're not a vassal, so maybe it was the case that there wasn't enough war score. But yeah, Athens finally has Athenae back. And holy shit, that is a level 17 marshal general. That is insane. That is straight up insane. Tartessia is late today, so his AI wants to break alliance with Athens, unfortunately. Alright, let's actually move back onto Athens, because they are... Oh, I have to pause and let Leo come back in.
Yeah.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
You coming back in? Yes. Just a crash, was it?
Yes.
Good, I was hoping it
Hope
wasn't
it's
a
not
rage
as
quit.
bad as the last time.
Yeah, hopefully not. So, I was just saying there about your war before you chose a war goal that they managed to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you not go to war with Judea at the same time? Like, why did you not ally and go to war that way?
Because I'm a great power now, and there's no alliance.
I didn't realize you're a great power. You should have sold him 29 provinces. Or released a vassal. That would have worked.
I need the points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know. Hindsight, 2020, all that.
Yeah.
What percentage are you in?
55.
Okay. When people are being good, no one's tried to unpause it yet.
Mm.
Just having a look around Swabia. They seem to be... Well, I mean, they're AI now, so it's not going to be any problem for them to be crushed now by Pictonia and Arvernia.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering where the next war is going to be. Athens have been crushed by Yamnat, but... I mean, Rhodes is just going to sweep through Judea now, I think. I think there's much going to be holding them back. There's a lot of troops in the vicinity over here.
I would join them again in 2.5 years.
Oh, now that
But
would be
then-
interesting.
I
You
guess Magna Graecia would probably also do something.
You could release a vassal
about-
and join the actual war.
But the war is going on for too long, isn't it?
Ah, yes, of course, of course.
Okay, I'm in.
All right, cool. Unpausing. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Well, with that, hopefully he does not crash again, and we'll see how this war progresses. Because yeah, I don't know. I don't think Judea's got it in him. But if Colchis comes in and sweeps in from the north, then all will be well again. But it just depends on what the war goal is. What can he go for that he can reliably take without being pushed back out again? I think with the troops marching south, perhaps he is going to have the time to occupy something if he really rushes. I would recommend something like probably this here, Pontus Colopine. It's fairly compact. There's only 3 forts. All the forts are hills. There's a battle. Judea is defeated. 21 versus 25k. Oh, that army is so dead. There's very little left of it. Yeah, something like Pontus Colopine would probably be my choice. You occupy it, you hold it to the last. But he just has to be wary that any war that he decides to go in on, he's not going to get forced white peace again. Because last time, he went for Cappadocia Melitene, and, I mean, it didn't go well, clearly. Finally, Judea wins a battle. He was going after the mountain fort here, and he just couldn't take it. And because there was Rhodian and Aeolian armies around this area, he couldn't get in from this side either. So, he's got to be smart. Who else is at war? Axum. Who is Axum at war with? Is this the same war? It is. Okay, so Aeolia, if we switch to you and check out your diplomatic map mode, you're at war with Yamnat, Axum, Parthia, and Judea. You would expect the numbers to be fairly even. Where are Parthia's armies? He's got 900 men there. I mean, he doesn't have that large of an army. Call it maybe 40k maximum. Does he have any in this area? Doesn't look like it. I don't see any green names. So, maybe Parthia actually has to get involved. Oh, that might be why his army is home. That revolt doesn't look like a fun time for him. Well, see how he deals with that. Back to Colchis. When is your truce up? Truce is up with Athens and Yamna and all that. Sorry, Aeolia. In 659. November 659. So, yeah, if he comes back in, then all will be well, I guess. Victorious. Judea again winning a battle. And he lost way more troops, though. He does not have the troop numbers to win battles like that. It's very Pyrrhic victories all over the place. Dacia's involved. I didn't realize you're at war as well, but I guess you are. Colchis is at war with Carmania and Aria. Okay. That's not the revolt, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Swabia still hasn't thrown in the towel yet. Oh, hello.
Clarification on a rule by the Greeks. In the Sinai Peninsula, there has been a single territory sold to Yamnat, which is in the middle between Judea and Athens. Is that legal?
He can reach it with naval means. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I thought so. But...
Although there's no port there, they probably should have sold a port. We'll leave it because I mean I don't care enough.
Okay. Cool.
But I didn't specify ports, so oh well. My bad. Wow, that is a large Thakifan army. Thakif and Yamnat. Yamnat finally getting into this into this war. That's a huge battle. Let's have a look at this one. So, Rhodes is here with a level 10 general, but they have the terrain bonus. Axum is here, probably with someone else other than just Axum. Is here with a level 13 general. You a mercenary? Yes, you are. Of course you are. And it's actually looking like the Greeks are going to win this, though we know that there is another huge army coming in from the south. So it could be that the tides will turn. There's another 72,000 Aeolians as well on the march, so are we just going to be feeding in troops into a meat grinder here? That's a really good roll for Rhodes, and then there's a riposte by Axum. This is a huge battle. I definitely want to keep an eye on this one. I want to see the end results. It's Axum who is in charge of the battle, so we're going to switch to Axum so I get the end screen when the battle is ended. Oh, and Aeolia is playing it smart, only coming in when he's actually needed, keeping the morale alive. So at the moment, Rhodes, because they're filling out the front row, it doesn't matter that he's outnumbered 2-1 or more. It only matters when he starts losing front row, but this is the time that Aeolia comes in. I think he left it too late, though. He left it way too late. It's over. Rhodes lost, and lost badly, and now Aeolia is feeling the pain of that. Because now, Aeolia have the terrain penalty, and Axum have the martial. So, yeah, the tide may be turning. Oh, how the turntables, or whatever the meme is. He is trying to reinforce still. And I guess it is a good idea. I mean, he is losing more. That's the only problem here. He's losing more, and he has fewer men. If he was killing more, which he is now, then I'd understand it. But we'll have to wait and see how this goes. I mean, Rhodes does have the huge discipline advantage. That's kind of crazy how much of an advantage that is. But then you have to think, Axum, the technology difference between the two is huge. Also, it bears mentioning that shock action for Rhodes is countered very well by Bottleneck, so that'll be where a lot of the pain is coming from here as well. Yeah, it is just basically a 2v1. And is there anyone coming in? There's Aeolians coming in from the south. Judea is taking the chance to siege. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe this army should be kind of getting rid of this one, stopping it from reinforcing. I guess that he does feel a little bit confident in this little battle here, but I don't know whether he should be. In any rate, this battle is probably going to last long enough that, if needed, he is going to be able to reach it. But do the Greeks have a better than level 14 general? Oh, actually, level 14 general, they do have a better general now, but it's not big enough to give them an advantage. So now it's just bottleneck versus shock action with a terrain penalty for the Greeks. The Greeks do have a lot of reinforcements, and I don't see reinforcements coming in for the whatever we're going to call this side. I don't know yet. But are they going to leave it too long again? That's the question as well. No, they're coming in. Good. So they're not going to get flanked. Good lord, this is close. The morale is just on the... let's call this the Judean side. They're leading the war after all. It's just on the Judean side. Oh my god, look at the numbers. Right. I think this is swinging in the Greeks' favor now. They're reinforcing with far more than the Judeans are. They're killing more, they've got better discipline. It's a shame they didn't have any better general so they could switch the tactic around. But then again, it's going to be difficult to find a level, 15 general. I think this might be over. I mean, they now outnumber the Axamites. Although at the same time, this used to be 200,000 and now it's down to 130. This battle is huge. Just quickly, the battle that was just going on, the Axamites lost 120,000 to 76,000 killed. So yeah, they really are not... They have to rely on strength of numbers, and they don't even have it now. Let's close that. There's a battle won somewhere. Just a small one, but it was a stack wipe. 63,000 killed 7,000. Good stuff. And captured the general, the head of the Nicolid family. Good stuff. But then fleet-wise, they lost a fleet battle, but, I mean, no ships lost on either side, so who cares? Oh, they are coming in with another 75,000, which would tip the scales back in their favor. Judae get thrown off the fort as well. Judae really need something. They need something to push into this. I mean, I don't even think a better general would do the trick unless they had a level 16, which, I mean, I guess we saw the level 17 before, but it's unlikely that that's going to be bought, because I don't even remember where I found that. Let's see, though. That was a very small amount of losses. Yeah, anytime that the numbers are vaguely equal, the losses for the Axamites are double or triple or worse. They're pulling troops out. Yamnat has had enough. Or they've reinforced and they're bringing out troops so that they can start reinforcing them, perhaps? They do have this little city here where they can drill, so I guess that is the plan. Now, Athens is also trying to stop them from getting in here. Although this 168 boats, I want to see this. I also want to see this, though, too. This is going to be a pretty big one, I think. Athens has decided that they want their land back. It's a fair desire. Seems like Aeoli is also bringing some troops away, but they're bringing in a level 14 general. He is not, however, going to take over unless they retreat Pyrrhic and Nicotid. Will they? Who knows? But the battle has once again turned in the favor of the Axamites. Will it stay that way? Oh, there's another battle there. Irrelevant. Too small numbers to care about. Alright. How many reinforcements do these guys have, though? Oh my god, they're down below 100,000. I mean, the battle turned in favor of morale. Oh man, this is... No, it's not 100,000, it's these camels. The battle is over. Yeah, the Athenians are going to come in, take up this slot here. Camels be wiped out. Battle's over. The Axamites have lost. Get sent packing. Alright, so losses 188,000 Axomites dead. 157,000 Greeks dead. That's huge. And Rhodes are bringing in another 101,000? I'm pretty sure that's at 107. But it is just a single nuclear option mercenary stack. That is going to drink attrition.